FlossTube.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Marla.
We're the Sweetheart Stitchers.
Welcome back, guys.
It's been a while. We've been gone for 3-4 weeks, almost.
Yeah, it's been quite a hectic month, couple of weeks.
Yeah, we have been working opposite shifts, so it's kind of the high-bye kind of thing. And by the time I get home, she's leaving, and then when she comes home, I have to go to bed because I have to be to work, like, god-awful early in the morning.
Like 4 or 5 a.m.
Yeah, so it's been like, nah. Haven't been having days off together. Today's actually the second day that we've had off together in the last month.
Yeah.
We went to our LNS today. If anybody lives in Michigan, you know that Michigan has stated a state of emergency for tonight because of our ice storm. It's bad.
Yeah, it's horrible, guys.
We left our house at like
Noonish.
Yeah, noon, 12:30ish. Got to our LNS about 1 o'clock, 1:30ish, and we were in there. Well, before we even went in, it was not horrible. The roads were kind of crappy.
I know, as I was driving, I think I slid maybe a total of 3 times. But, you know, it's just a little enough to where your butt end of your car just kind of goes, whoop, and you're going, oh no, you know, type deal.
Yeah, we all know if you go to a store, especially a stitchy store, you're probably going to be in there for a couple hours. And we were, because we like to talk with our shop owners. They're really, really nice. And his wife decided just to leave him there, and she was doing housework.
Work from home, quote.
And he had to drive in and open the store, and he was there all day. So he was really nice to talk to, and you know,
he's a sweet guy to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Because his wife called and goes, oh, they're there? Don't forget, you know, and giving him like a list of to-dos.
Yeah. We've only went there a couple of times, and they're like family already. They talk to us. We're usually in there pretty much for 4 to 3 hours at a time because that's how bad we are. But that by the time we got out, it was complete ice. It wasn't like solid ice, but it was starting to crust over.
I mean, though, because when we went in, the whole entire parking lot was like slushy ice. And then by the time we got out, my whole entire windshield of my car was completely covered. My windshield wipers were stuck to the windshield, and the whole parking lot was froze over.
And we still managed to go out to Tony's to eat, and they all were trying to shut down.
Yeah,
but their boss kept saying, nope, you can't close until 6.
Yeah. Because the mall had just closed down.
Yeah, they had shut down like all the bigger businesses that were starting to close. But we still ended up going to Joann's. She stayed in the car to keep it warm so we wouldn't get ice on the windshield. And I ran in and got the DMC I needed really quick. And then we headed home, and we've been home pretty much most of the day, and it is now just complete ice outside. Or the dogs don't even want to go outside to go to the bathroom.
They're skating, getting off the porch.
Yeah, they don't even want to get off the porch half the time. You know, when your youngest dog loves to stay outside and just play around, darts right in 2 seconds later after coming out. She doesn't want to be out there. But we've been gone for a while. We're sorry about that, but welcome back to our craziness, and
welcome new subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, guys.
And if you guys have any questions you want to ask us, even about where we live, or just things you want to get to know about us, what made us start stitching or things like that, we're going to answer a little bit of a tag later to let you guys get to know us a little bit better. But since we left last, I have 2 finishes. She's got some...
I got a story to tell, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. It has been way too long.
I will show my finishes first really quick. Get that over with. I had 2. I had the hands-on design, the year in chalk, March. I didn't do any of the called for fabric or threads or anything like that. It's Gentle Arts. For something like this where you can change out the colors, I wasn't going to spend the extra money. So I did 907 for the green, and then I just did white. And Basic Stitches did the same thing. They changed the little motif is supposed to be green. These are shamrocks. They need to be green. So that's what I did. So I followed kind of their changes, and I'm going to be doing the same thing for the next one. And the last thing I did last time you see me working on the Country Cottage Needleworks Cottage of the Month, and I was working on March. Glare is kind of crappy. We're filming at night tonight. Usually we film early in the morning.
Yeah,
but
it's 9:50 at night, guys.
Yeah. I finished this. This is really cute. I like how it is. I know how I'm going to finish it. I know how I'm going to finish them all. But if I get ahead, then maybe I'll start finishing them. But the only thing I did differently, I did all the same colors, everything, is I did the sheep 3/1. And it makes them poof out more so they look like sheep. They're really, really cute. I don't know if you can tell. You kind of can tell. But that was the only thing I changed on that. I was having a heck of a time. I did screw up and I was not taking it out. I accidentally put one extra stitch in. But it kind of looks like there's a step, so you can't even tell if I wouldn't have told you. So that's my finishes. And then we'll go on to works.
We'll go on to whips.
Yeah, she has whips. I don't. All mine are new starts. So
I have one new start.
Yeah,
which
that's true.
We'll get into. So as you guys know, Halloween rolls is what I was doing. Man, there is a glare. Holy crap.
I know. I don't fix it.
Yeah, I was working on Halloween rolls. 5th time's a charm, guys. I ended up ripping this out 4 times prior to, and I am on Visit a Haunted House. 4 times I have tried stitching this, and I've ended up ripping it out 4 separate times. And so then it went into timeout for at least a week and a half, and I started something else.
A lot longer than that. Well, let's just say I come home. Well, actually, no. I called her from work on my lunch break, and she's just pissed, just cussing and blah blah blah. You're gonna have to rip all this out when you come home. I'm off again by 1 stitch. I'm going, oh my God, Marla, just start another project. You're getting frustrated because you keep stitching the same thing. So she finally puts it away, but when I get home, she's still ranting about it. I'm going, oh my Lord. So,
I mean, 1 stitch, all 4 times.
She could not frog it either because
there was no way I could even frog it, because when I was doing the house, I would go do do do, and then because I was doing the shutters and then boop boop, and then I was like,
it would have been good.
No, it would have looked like the shutters were like touching the grass, and you just had overgrown weeds. Would not look good, guys.
No, stop it, Allie. No. But yeah, so I convinced her to start something different.
Yeah. So, but in order to give you guys an update to where I am all the way up to Visit a Haunted House, and I do have my bottom grass stitches in right here, you know.
She was only on
Carve a Pumpkin
or Stay Up Late last time.
One of the other things. But
yeah.
That is the whip.
Mm-hmm. And I don't have any whips because mine all finished. New starts. I have 2.
Momentarily, guys.
Rocky, he almost took the tablet with him.
Oh, that would not have been good.
He doesn't. He's older, so he's just like, oh, I'm gonna take this with me. You won't even know.
I'm just gonna plow right through. I really don't care about the repercussions.
So I started Country Cottage Needleworks February. Yeah, it's a really big glare.
Oh yeah, just put it right in front of me.
Sorry. But I don't like the colors in here. They're all terracotta colors.
She swapped some of them out.
Mm-hmm. So I started. So everybody thinks of chocolate during Christmas. Valentine's Day. Oh my God. But so I'm changing all the browns to a darker chocolate brown, and I'm leaving the pots the same terracotta color. So I started on that. This was I had to stop because I didn't have the jalapeno pepper to do the leaves, and I wanted the variegation. So I did get that, so I can start now. It'll be in haul. But that's one of my starts. And then my... Oh, I did have a whip. I forgot about it.
Well, show your whip.
I forgot about it. So I was working on Country Cottage Needleworks, Ladybugs, and Bumblebees. Ooh. Man, that's a really bad glare.
It's from that light.
Yeah. But
we got the LEDs on, guys, just in case.
I was right about here last time you seen it. And I've actually got a lot done on this. I'll probably be able to finish this next week or two. I have, I have that much done. So quite a bit. I love this. The only thing I haven't done down here are the 2 little bees. And then this will be completely done. Now I'm working on the top portion of it. So probably about 50% there already.
Maybe even a little bit more than that.
And I really haven't been stitching on this like every day. I've been kind of just like here and there in it. Just because come home tired, don't want to really work on anything.
Or your eyes are like really tired.
Yeah. So that was my whip that I forgot. And then my other new start is actually from Cross Stitch Crazy, the April issue. I can show you the front cover of it. Ooh, let me take down my screen. Brightness. Oh, not that much though. Ah, crap. 1 second. Not still bad.
No, you can tilt it.
Let me do this really quick. Down even more. There we go. That's a little better. Oh, no. There we go. So it is in this issue with the bunnies on the front.
Yeah.
I printed out the page because it doesn't want to load for some reason on my phone. It loads fine on my tablet, but it doesn't want to load on my... Just that issue. The pattern is by Sosea Cantino. It's done on 14 count black Ada. It's so bright and colorful. Yeah, I can't even, there we go. Look at all the variegations and stuff like that in there. And look at all the bright colors.
It's really pretty, guys.
The only thing I'm going to change is the umbrella. Because I don't like the raininess. Kind of. I know it's April showers or whatever, but I'm going to change it to a birdhouse or something. Or maybe I won't, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to. Let's get a bigger close-up on that bad boy. It's all them pretty colors. And it's all DMC colors. There is no overdyes or nothing in this. So really good. And it's a 15 by 13 pattern with 3 inches on each side. So I didn't really get far on it. I'll show you the threads really quick. That's all I ever got done.
Not a huge dent, but you know.
Nothing big. Nah. I gotta take the pattern out though. That way I don't show you the pattern. I want to show you these colors. Look at them bright colors. All them pretty colors. Love this blue. They're all like different tones of each color, but they have a bright of orange and a light of orange and a bright of yellow, light orange or yellow. So it's really pretty. I like how bright it's gotta be. It would show up better too if it was actually like light out and it was all natural light in here, but unfortunately it's not. So them are my new starts, whips. I guess we can go. Oh, your whips.
Oh, my new start?
Oh yeah, your new starts.
I already showed my web. Yep. So here's my new start, guys. Why I was completely, totally frustrated with the other one. I started Christmas Rules. So, yeah, you can see the snowflakes on there. People, barely. And I ended up buying a nose for him because he looked funny. I was complaining that it's a snowman, he needs a nose. I mean, though, he looks funny without a nose. She finally agrees. I mean, though, because in all, like, photos and stuff like that, what does a snowman have? Nose. But Lizzie Kate, no nose. Come on. No offense, Lizzie Kate, but...
So we bought a teeny nose. She'll have to show you.
Yeah.
Probably won't even be able to see it on the camera when she shows you.
I'll have to show it to you guys. Go into your haul.
Okay, let's see where to start. No, I'll talk about that in a little bit. Okay.
Secrets, guys.
So we went to our LNS today, and we said we went to Joann's. So I ended up picking up the next two hands-on design year in chalk. I'm going to start the April. I already have the black Ada for it, and I'm doing just white DMC, and then I'm doing 907 again for the green. I'm changing these leaves to the 907 bright, and then the yellow is going to be, I just had it. I'm using,
Hold, please.
yeah, sorry. Boop. Sorry, boo boo. The dog's underneath me. 973. And this looks like, it looks really pale, but this is really bright. Like really bright. It's like sun bright. So I'm doing them colors as my changes to that pattern. And then I got, ooh, excuse me. I picked up, crap on a cracker.
What? What are you looking for?
Nothing. I
Hold,
forgot.
please. Go get some coffee or tea.
I'm not gonna be that one, I promise. Because they're already in my Mania stuff because I've been getting
She's
fabric.
kidded.
I'm getting the fabric for my Mania, so it's all in my stuff. So I got this really pretty platinum Ada 14 count. It's like really washed out, but it's a really creamy brown color. I got one of them. I got a light blue Ada. I have another darker blue Ada that I got. I got a pearl gray color. And then I also picked up a couple things of black DMC and started cutting them for my
DMC.
Ada for my year in chalk. So I have these already cut, and then I have another piece to do that. So I got all that fabric, and then I picked up the DMC that I needed, plus a couple extra colors, because I wanted one of my patterns for, oh, I forgot something else too. Purple for my cottages of the month, because I had ordered off a stash unload the last video and they still hadn't come in yet. And I had ordered April in May, and we went to Joann's last week. I forgot the DMC. And I picked them two up. And I picked up the fancy floss that I needed for some patterns for my Stitch Mania and stuff like that. And I wanted to have some different kind of purples to kind of try out with the April, just in case I didn't like it. But
I don't even know which ones you got. Which ones did you get?
So I got Amethyst by Crescent Colorworks, or Classic Colorworks. Ooh, sorry. That's pretty. I really like this one.
Okay.
And then I got Artichoke from Weeks Dye Works. I don't know if you can see. That one's actually really nicely variegated. I got Chop Chive, which is like a dark and a light green mixed together.
Yeah, you can see the variegation in
That one's like stands out like a bullet, trust me. Pink Champagne. Really pretty color. It's got light and dark tones in it. If we had better lighting, it would show up. I already know it would. Frog Legs, which is a really bright green mixed with a medium green. Really pretty. And Poblano Pepper. I'm kind of disappointed in this one. It's not that very variegated. Just slightly.
Where's your one that you needed?
What?
Did you get that one?
Yeah.
Jalapeno?
Yeah, Poblano.
Okay.
Pepper. This is the one I needed for my February. But all the other ones are for mostly Stitch Mania. And I only got half of my list. If I would have got the rest of it, we would have spent way too much money. So I controlled myself, and then I'm going to get the rest of them when we go back next week. So that's my floss hauls and my fabric haul and my patterns.
You want to talk about this?
And during our LNS during market, they had a raffle.
Yeah.
A drawing.
Yeah, a raffle drawing to where if you pre-registered, you got 3 tickets. If you just showed up, you got 1 ticket.
Mm-hmm.
So we both pre-registered and we got 3 tickets apiece.
Mm-hmm.
So she did her 3 tickets and put them in
randomly. I
randomly.
put like 1 in one and 2 in the other.
Yeah, and I put 2 in one and 1 in the other.
Mm-hmm.
But she happened to
I won.
win something, guys.
I got one of the door prizes. So I got a bag. It's really nice, stitchy bag. I don't have a bag, so it was really nice. I got a little Boney, which is going to become Chloe's. I already know that. So she'll see it and go,
Cat.
Or the cat. She gave popcorn. My favorite.
And she told you to share it, too.
Yeah, it was so good. She called just to tell me I had to share it. Really?
She was thinking of me, guys.
You could tell how much we had along with her stitching job. I got these sticky notes. When they were at market, they got these Gloriana sticky notes for the over-dyed or hand-dyed ribbons and threads. We actually got like a couple of these. Then I got a
Lens cloth cleaner.
and it's actually, I'm trying to think of
It's like a primitive pattern.
I think it's from Blackbird Designs.
You guys are going to yell at us soon as you see it. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
I'm pretty sure it's Blackbird because they had all them alternative ways to scan your project and put it on something else. I'm pretty much 100% sure that's why. But this is kind of nice. She'll probably steal it from me. I already know that.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So it comes in a little case. It's really cool. And then I got these little... I actually don't even know what they are. I've been trying to think about it.
Where are they?
They're printed patterns again, so I'm guessing it's from Blackbird Designs again. Not 100% sure. They're like these little cards. I think they're like for you or... Oh, they're stickers. I think they're stickers. Yep, they're stickers. Stickers. So that'll be something different. And I got 2 packages of these. And there's another one of these in our bag somewhere else. I got this little, I don't know, fan thingy. Fern Ridge Collections.
Yep, so you can
I have no idea if that's really what it's for, but we'll find out.
fan yourself.
I don't know what it's for. I should have asked, but I didn't. Then I got these little needle cases, which is really good considering I lose mine pretty well.
Or stick them in the couch and I find them later.
That's usually what it is. So I got 3 of them. I got a pen from Witchell Imports. And then the best thing,
She got a pattern.
we both wanted this pattern other than the other one, so I'm happy we actually got this one. It's by Ursula Michael. It's Let's Bark. But there's a lot of backstitch. Oh my god. I don't know if I'm ready for that. We'll see. But it's all kitted up. It comes with 14 count Ada and it's got the floss and everything. So I'm going to give that a try. It's a good thing. We got a lot of dogs, so we'll try that one. I might actually change the red out for purple. I really like it, but I think I might change that out. I guess it'll get me used to the backstitch. We'll have to see. Or she'll end up doing it. We'll see how that works out. But I did get that, and I love it. So, plus, I got the bag, which is nice. So, that was a nice little surprise when we walked in, and we thought she'd probably call us because she had
Or shoot us an email, you know.
But she probably already knew that we were going to be coming in anyway, because we come in pretty much every week or every 2 weeks. So, that was a nice little surprise. So, let her give her little haul that she got.
Well, we were at Joann's.
I picked her up.
She got me some 18 count white Ada. So, man, there's a horrible glare, guys. And I'll show you the patterns that these are all gonna go on too. And then I got some pieces here that were pre-cut. So
Then we're from our LNS
our LNS before we went to Joann's, and I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this, guys.
Our LNS is really good with, like, they'll cut your piece, but they know if there's gonna be waste because nobody's gonna want that extra sliver, they're just gonna give it to you. They just give it to you for no extra cost.
They're gonna say, yeah, you buy this as bulk, I'll still cut it and whatever, and we'll give you this little tiny scrap piece.
So that's what we did.
Yeah, that's what we did. And then I got another piece like this, which is 14 by 14, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Yeah, I told him I'd measure him when I got home.
So, yeah. And then...
He said we'll probably do bookmarks or ornaments or something on the extra pieces or whatever.
We'll figure something out, guys. And then the patterns... Have they seen these patterns?
Yeah, they have seen them patterns. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we did.
One of them is going to be that. Oop. Sorry, guys. Rainbow Fox.
Yep. I should have picked the DMC up for that one. We were out.
I think I have some of it.
I might have some of it too.
And then R2D2. So.
Are they going to be your Mania starts?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do Mania, guys, but I'm gonna be going back to school too. So that's something else that's
so a little update with us is gonna be she's gonna be changing her career.
It's a major career change for me. Hey, there's my nose.
Oh, there's the nose.
Yeah, here's my itty bitty, tiny nose.
Yeah,
that look at it. For a very tiny, skinny snowman. I thought it fit.
You want to say hi? Well, you know she's just gonna go back to bed. Come on up. Come on. Want to say hi? Come on.
Sweet.
Come on up.
She's saying hi, guys.
She's waking up. She's like, oh, what?
She hasn't been liking all the strong winds we've been having.
Yeah, because it's really windy with the ice and everything. That's why it's turning into ice, is because of the wind. This dog does not like wind. And it whistles right through our second story. So she has to be with somebody. She doesn't like the noise.
Yeah.
But
so, yeah.
Some honorable mentions or things that we kind of came across when we were on FlossTube. We've been kind of trying to
binge watch.
Yeah. I've been trying to watch the people that I want to watch, and she's been trying to watch the people she want to watch. Like, one of the things I know we've been doing is Jules, stitching Jules. We've been watching her from the beginning, trying to catch up. We've done all her recent ones. That's how we found her. But I'm trying to go back. I did a basic stitches marathon.
Oh yes,
which was cool. I love how their families all they have a lot of people to stitch with, which is really nice.
We don't really have anyone at all. My mom can't do it anymore. She's got rheumatoid arthritis.
My grandma doesn't do it anymore, so
it's just us. So, and then whoever we run into at our LNS, we go hi, goodbye type deal, you know, because we don't really know them. Yeah.
Another thing is I've been wanting to do project bags, so I've been looking for a good tutorial.
Oh, yes.
And we ran across, it's called Calico. She stitches, and she got in this whole thing of wanting to make project bags too. And her husband bought her a different iron and all this kind of stuff, but she actually makes a step-by-step process and shows you the sewing and everything. And I'm going to tell you right now, it was amazing. I loved it. I cannot wait to do mine because I'd like to see the process other than being told the process, especially when it comes to sewing something. And she was the same way. She started out, she watched somebody, and then she said, well, I knowing herself, she wanted a different, reminder. So she recorded it mostly for herself to remember the step process. But she does wear a GoPro on her head. So if you're kind of motion sickness,
it's not bad, guys.
It's not really bad. But if you're like really
prone to it,
don't do it if you don't think you can handle it. But really good channel. She does really good stitchings and stuff like that. Cross Stitch Crazy, another good thing. Till the end of the month of April, they are having a sale where you can get all their back issues for back, I think, 2.5 years, 3 years, for $41.99. That's all the issues. Remind you, the issues are $4.99 a piece on their site.
So, and if you do 2 years of that,
it's way more than $40.
Yeah, that's like 300 and something.
I think I want to say it's 115 issues total. So you're getting a really, really good deal. It's like an 81% off. So if you guys want to stock up on them, you know, if you have a tablet, I can tell you right now, I don't like to have a lot of clutter of the books around and stuff like that. You can just print it off right off the tablet or have it on your tablet to work on it. And it saves you space with all the, you know, hoopla of paperwork and stuff like that. So that was another cool thing that we found. Actually, I was on Facebook.
Oh, yes.
And I was on a D-stash, and somebody already claimed
Stash
it.
Unload.
Yeah, they had already claimed it, but I had showed her it, and I was like, hey, look what I found. She's like, what? She loves Pirates of the Caribbean. I already planned.
Gotta have the rum, guys. Gotta have the rum.
I already planned to make her a project bag, and I come across this pattern. Oh, it's right there.
There it is.
And it's him running. If you remember in the movie, there's a part where he's running on shore with all the shark people behind him.
Yeah, because
chasing him. Because he's got the heart of the captain.
And he's got a jar of dirt.
Yeah. So, and it's all black and white, but it's awesome.
It is by Mystic Stitch Inc. INC, not INK.
Mm-hmm.
And once you go on there, go underneath celebrities, and that is where you will find it.
And it's actually only, I'll scroll down. It's only $9.99.
So, yeah.
And it is a PDF, but if you're okay with that. There are some really cool patterns on here. And they're having a sale to buy two, get one free. So, hey.
If you guys need that to jump inside your shopping cart.
And then there's another thing. I've been trying to figure out a big project to start. And I've been, like, whittling to figure out what I want to do. First, it was a Halloween Quaker. And then she really wants to stitch it. So I was like, I'm going to let her do it. I don't want to do it if she wants to do it. Then I was on Etsy, like everybody is anymore. We have been...
Oh, we have... Our shopping cart has grown on there, guys. And I mean,
really
grown. And that doesn't include everything that I have wrote down, either.
Mm-mm. So I found this pattern. I don't know who it's... I'll go. It's by I Cross Stitch Patterns.
Their shop on Etsy.
Yep. And right now she's having another buy two, get one free. And her patterns are all like $5. So $10, you get 3 patterns. Pretty good. So the one I'm going to do for Stitch Mania, it's going to be my big start, is this Disney pattern. It's a stained glass. There's like 70 colors.
At least.
That it notes. It says 70 colors. And it's on 14 count Aida. This thing is going to be huge. It's going to be 2 foot by, I think, 2 foot by 3 foot.
Are you going to do it on 14 count, or are you going to bump it up to like 20 to 18?
I think I'm going to do it on 18. But I cannot wait to do this. There's so many bright colors. I wish I could show you on like a bright color. I might have to insert it so that way you can see all the bright colors.
We'll have to put links down in the description box.
Yeah, but that's one of my hints for Mania, and I think she's probably going to end up getting that Jack Sparrow.
We will see. I got patterns that have been in the Etsy cart way too long, that including a Star Wars pattern. Guys.
I know.
Star Wars.
It's like a 6-piece thing, right?
It's like a 6-piece, and every single one has its own thing, but it's solid stitch, and it has all the major characters.
But isn't there like paint running down of that color?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's super sweet, guys.
I'll just show.
We'll have to insert it.
Yeah. So that's another thing. So I'm going to start my first big piece, and it's full coverage. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. we'll see how that
Yeah,
goes.
but there is some patterns that we are going to purchase, and if you guys want to stitch along with us, that would be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's pretty much all that we have for haul and mentions. We decided that we were gonna do a.
are you going to talk about Mania?
No, I'm gonna do that in a different video. I don't even have everything kitted up. I still have to buy a couple of things. I have decided to do one of the sales, the stitch alongs, as my start. I'm gonna do the jungle sal. And
No
then-
knitting to show you guys either, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, that he doesn't watch, does he?
I don't know if he does.
I don't think he does.
You might want to be careful with that.
The hat I was knitting, it's my first hat I've ever knitted, and I'm knitting it for my stepdad.
Oh yeah, he don't watch.
And I started off with 100 stitches, and it's knit 5, purl 5 for the pattern. Put it on my head, and it barely fits. So you can imagine what it's going to do to his head. It's going to be like a miniature kind of like beanie up here.
Yeah.
And so I ended up ripping it all out and going with like 120 stitches.
Mm-hmm.
So we will, that should suffice. If not, I'm just going to bump it up to 150. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, so she's kind of working on that.
It's a love-hate relationship, guys.
I do have pretty much a lot of my mania going. I'm going to do 18 for the year of 18. I figured I'd be just the classic way of everybody saying, hey, that's kind of how it works. I'm not going to do no 30 days.
Why not 85, hon?
I think that I've decided that the Disney project is going to be my birthday start. So on the 16th of May, that will be my start. So I have to get 70 skeins of different DMC to get that started. I'm going
That
to
ain't too bad.
no. And actually, to be honest, for this pattern, it's only $5 for the pattern. The DMC, $30.
Well, you gotta, and then you gotta get the Ada too.
It's just white Ada,
Well, it depends on what count you want.
18.
So, you
So
know,
we'll
windy.
yeah.
Sorry, guys.
It's been pretty windy. That's
no,
good.
but I'm hoping to have those two for starts from Mania, and then I got 2 other ones too. I got a couple. Kiss Me, I'm Irish.
Oh yeah, she wants to do these.
Yeah,
little
I
ones.
want to do those ones, and then I got. There's a Star Wars one, that's a bigger one that I wouldn't mind doing, but I gotta find the right towel size. Another headache. Kid you not, guys. I almost bought another dowel size, but then I was looking at it, and I'm like, too big.
Yeah, she just gotta take her rods with
Yeah,
her.
I gotta take my rods with me sometime. And then there's a Halloween jack-o'-lantern one I found that I really like too. We are big Halloween people.
Yeah, we are. But I do have a lot of Mania figured out. I've got about 8 or 10 of them kitted up almost all the way. So I'm halfway there. I just have to buy a couple of patterns, get a couple of more storage baggies
Yeah.
to hold everything
You
in.
need to go in and wipe out an Office Depot.
I know I'm going to be buying the Jungle sale. I'm going to be buying the Guardians of Notre Dame. Them are 2 that are going to be in my start. But as of right now, I'm still trying. I want the patterns to be things I absolutely want to do. Because I know if they're not, I'm not going to finish them. And if there's 18 of them, I'm going to be finishing them. So that's what I'm working on. And the only other thing we're going to do today is we're going to do a... Where did you put that piece of paper?
A piece of paper.
Never mind.
Hold on, guys.
We're going to do the Know Your Needleworker tag. Kind of like one every week or so. That way you can learn a couple new things about us. The first question is, where do we live? So we've already talked about this. We live in Michigan, mid-Michigan area.
We live in Bridgeport.
We live really close to Frankenmuth, which is the Christmas, the biggest Christmas store in the world is there. It's absolutely amazing, beautiful. If you ever want to travel somewhere with your family, and get an actual really good experience and culture. Definitely a great place to go. A good weekend trip. Get to see all the fudge shops and everything. Everything's German and Dutch culture. All the buildings look like it. Everything. It's beautiful. What do we do for a living?
I am a meat clerk, and I'm going to be changing that, and I'm starting to study to be an EMT.
So she starts on May 14th, 15th, 13th, 8th? May 8th.
That's when orientation is, and I get the Bible.
Yep.
That will lay the land,
So she'll be starting school, so she'll be a little bit less on the stitching. She's already kind of started, so...
Well, I've had stuff that they want to make sure I know how to read and write, Add, 2 + 1 = 4,
Doing quizzes and stuff. I am a bakery manager, so I work for a bigger corporation, like where she works. She works at the same place. I started as a cake decorator, and I worked my way up in the same store to being the manager of the bakery, and I've been there for about 2 years already as a manager. Do we have any kids?
Nope. We have furry kids. That's about it.
That's the next question.
We have 3 dogs and 2 cats.
Mm-hmm. So we do have pets. Plus, we have a 100-gallon fish tank that I inherited from my mom. My mom passed away about, God, it's been a little
bit over a year now.
Yep. Unfortunately. I had my dog to start out with. That's all I brought with me. And then
we got gifted 2 more dogs, a 100-gallon fish tank,
and
2
cats. So, starting with the eldest, it's Rocky. He is 17 almost, and he's on his last leg of his life, unfortunately. He's a full breed black lab, and I'll insert a photo of him. And then we have Allie, which is, well, no, it'd be Stinky. He's the second oldest. He is a Bengal cat mixed with a tabby. He is 16. Then we have Allie, which is a Cocker Spaniel Beagle mix. She is 8 years old. She was my mom's baby, so she has been kind of depressed, but she's finally starting to get out of it. She's doing a lot better than she was. Then
just laying around sleeping all day, and
but she's gotten a lot better, a lot more timid, and she's one of them people you cannot go without touching the dog, and if you don't, she will let you know, and she will be by your side the whole entire time you're here. She wants your attention, whether you want to give it to her.
And if you don't give it to her, she will whine and whine and whine until you give it to her.
Yep. And then we have Chloe, which is my German Shepherd Husky Black Lab mix. She is going to be 5 years old this year. Or 6 this year. 6 already.
Yeah,
she's my baby, and I'll insert a photo of her as well as Allie and Stinky. And then we have the last runt of the family. My mom had a cat pass away. My life-hood cat had passed away, and the next day there was a cat roaming around outside, and she had called to it thinking that it was one of our cats. And he came right in, and he never left. I came home, she texted me saying, I have a surprise for you. I'm going, oh no, what could it be? And of course it was what I thought it was, an animal, and it was Opal. He's a sweet kitty. But
speaking of attention, guys, right here.
Come on. Come here. Come on. Look at the beagle.
That's Allie.
This is Allie.
Hi, Allie.
Say hi.
Hi. Hi. Yes. Okay.
She's hearing the noises outside, and she's kind of getting. She has to go potty, and she knows she doesn't want to go out in it. But them are our babies, and then we have a freshwater tank. that we were turning into a natural environment tank. She's got to let the puppy out until she has a cry fit, or she's going to have a heyday. Allie, go potty. Go pee-pee. Go. Hurry up. Everybody run to the door. Go to the bathroom. And it is freezing outside, so they're not going to want to stay out long. Well, how's it outside?
Oh, crappy.
Is there ice on the porch yet?
Yeah, a lot of ice. A lot of ice. So where were we, guys?
Next one is hobbies. We have way too many hobbies between the both
Soap
of us.
maker, knitting, cross stitcher, and gamer.
Yeah, I was about to say that's all she does half the time too when she's.
Assassin's Creed Origin, guys. For those that play, amazing game.
I got it for Christmas and she still hasn't beat it.
I'm not even like a quarter of the way through, guys, and I'm level like 36.
I am a knitter-ish.
Crocheter.
I can knit, but I don't prefer it.
She doesn't like to.
I'm a crocheter. I do bath bombs and lip balms. I'm a cake decorator. Oh, what else? I'm a painter.
She's very multi-talented.
I just do too many things, and sometimes I just can't get enough of it in. Plus, I'm a stitcher and I do latch hook. I do needlepoint. And I guess the other hobby is I collect stamps. So philately, if anybody knows what that is, it's stamp collecting.
Is that what the technical term is?
Yeah, it's philately.
Mm-hmm. Didn't know that, guys. Know it now.
I collect world stamps from all the way from 1609. So I've been doing that since I was 13 years old. So that's a little fun fact for you guys to know. Our favorite movie.
Are we talking about favorite movies individually?
Yeah. What's yours?
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Mine is Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost and The Princess Bride. They're my two favorite. I could list off a whole bunch more than that, though. Hocus Pocus. Come on.
Favorite TV show?
Oh, past, present. Come on.
We'll have to put a limit on that.
Okay.
No more than 4.
Okay, past. Okay, hold on. 3 for past, 3 for present. Let's do that. 3 for the past would definitely be Angel, Charmed, and Buffy. Hands down. For the present, man, The Magicians. That was a really good one. Arrow. And NCIS.
For me, past, Grey's Anatomy. I know they just got done with their last season, or very close to it. And what else? House. That one's really good too. And Friday Night Lights, if you guys like a little bit of drama. Present would be Zoo. It's a Netflix show.
Mm-hmm.
And what's another one that I've been into? Oh, can't remember.
I don't know. Oh, that zombie one.
iZombie.
Yeah.
And the Santa Clara Diet. Those are the ones I've been watching recently.
I do like Criminal Minds too.
Those are really good too.
Yeah, we watched all of them. We watched all the NCIS too.
I love sci-fi, guys. If you can't tell by my movie choices.
Favorite book.
I don't have a favorite book. I have favorite authors. Oh,
we like.
I lied. I do have a favorite book. Water for Elephants.
Mine's a series. I'd have to say mine's Nora Roberts, The Circle series. Really good drama, action, love, all kind of mixed everything together. Perfect balance.
If you guys
series.
love sci-fi, do the Germline series. It's a series of 3 books, and it is told from 3 different points of view. And it is absolutely amazing the way he interweaves them all together, and at the end it just like hits you all together, and you're just like, it's like almost like shell shock going on.
I guess some things about books with us. I am a big historian, so I collect a whole bunch of old historian books. I have stuff that my great-grandparents have passed down to me, plus things that I've collected just from the past. I used to volunteer at a, it's kind of like a resale church shop, and we would mark this stuff, and we would get discounts on it. After we were done for the day, we would be able to get a discount on whatever we wanted to get. And I used to shuffle through all the books and bring home all the history books. So I have a good couple bookshelves just of things about Egypt or Europe or mummies, all that kind of stuff. So I'm a big history buff. Something that we actually like to do together is we do not live that far from Jonathan Rand.
Yeah, surprisingly.
I've met him in person several times. When you go to there's a town not that far from where we live. It's about an hour and a half. He has his own book shop. I will enter a photo in the...
Insert a photo.
Insert a photo and the address for the place. And you can go in, you can meet him. He will sign every book you buy. And he now has a collectible collection of his books. They're little cards that look like the front of the book.
And you cannot get them online. They are only in-store only.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta buy the book in order to get the card.
Yep. But we go there almost every time we go up to Mackinac. We kind of stop as our halfway point, and she buys a couple of books she wants, and I buy a couple of books that I think are interesting.
Sure.
So we've been working our way into collecting the whole series of the Jonathan Rands. So that's a little fun fact about us about books. Boo, will you stop it? You want to meet the baby of the family. Come here. Gee, this is the baby.
That's Chloe.
See? Look. Hello. What are you eating? No. What are you out of there? Yeah, please. Thank you.
Okay. And then
Favorite music?
best word that describes you.
I say unique because I cannot seem to do one thing, be one place, or be doing something at the same time.
Learnable.
Chloe's watching the cars go by.
Yeah.
And now we're going to have another one enter the video here. The old boy is coming into frame.
That's Rocky.
Hello. So you got the big black babies all in one frame.
Yeah, there we go.
You want to say hi, everybody? Say hi.
Okay.
But
And then
our favorite music. We don't really have
we
favorites.
don't have favorites.
We listen to everything.
A little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then favorite DMC color.
Ooh. Mine is... Ooh. Rocky.
Plow right into me.
Mine is DMC 211. It's a very light... it's even brighter right to show you right now. It's like a lavender lilac color. Very pretty.
Grab my...
This one, right?
Yeah.
Hers is...
Yeah.
3809.
Same color as my car.
Yeah. It's actually like a metallic-y color. It doesn't show up that well.
Here, let me see if I can.
Yeah, it's showing up like black. There we go. That's a little better.
Yeah, there we go. My nails look horrible, guys. Don't judge.
So, a little bit of craziness in our life. You got to meet all the...
Well, some of them.
Well, the mutts is what I
Yeah.
call them. You got to meet all the mutts in person and up close.
Very up close and personal.
Boo Boo is always usually under my legs every time we do a video, so she'll just pop her head up and go, oh, hey, you know.
Yeah.
So that's all of our update. It was a lot. I know we have been away for way too long.
Thank you for hanging in there, guys.
Yeah.
If you've made it this far.
we'd like to know where you guys are all from, so maybe leave a comment in the box below and just tell us where you're from and maybe your favorite Stitchy store. That would be awesome to know, so we can kind of see where everybody's from and see what stores you can go, because we love to travel. That's one of our biggest things. So we're going to be traveling to Washington this year.
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah, hopefully. That's our goal, is when she graduates from her...
Go and take a vacay
And
before all the craziness really hits the fan.
Yep.
And go and have a little bit of fun before I work myself to death.
Maybe stop on the way to some Stitchy shops on the way there, because we are going to drive. I've already decided that.
We're going to do half and half.
Yep.
So
leave a comment in the box. Tell us where you're from. Tell us your favorite Stitchy store. And maybe just leave a comment of something you'd like to stitch, or maybe some ideas or things what we might like to add to our Stitch Mania.
Yeah. And, maybe comment on what you're doing for Mania, too.
We'd like to get a little chat going on there. I always keep an eye on the comments. We do have a blog. It's at Sweetheart Stitchers on Facebook, and we also have an Instagram, the Sweetheart Stitchers. So we can follow us there, and we will see you guys next time with a Mania update, hopefully within the next week or two. We'll probably still have a normal Stitchy video just to show you our progress, but the Mania one, hopefully, I'm hoping to have my stuff all kitted up for Mania.
We hope. If not,
first.
then I don't know.
It came very late for us, just learning about what Mania was, and
Don't eat that.
and everybody talking about that.
She sit there sniffing the floss.
When I first started knitting, she could not get over what the heck the yarn was. And now since we started the whole cross stitch thing, these little things lying around, sniff, 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 let me see what the heck it is. But yeah, so if you guys have any ideas or patterns that we might like, leave a photo in the comments or just a link to show us where to go. So we will see you next time, and thank you for subscribing, and we will see you later.
Bye, guys.